Yeah, I think that too. It's different than sadly a lot of education at the like primary school level is about everything's trained towards answers. And so
Yeah,
most of
exactly.
what history is learning dates because it's a
Exactly.
fixed
Yeah.
answer. And we're so much of what we just did in this time, it's the closest thing it is that I can think about is to zooming in on a fractal that you
Yeah.
just keep on scrolling in on like like these fractal representations, and the picture just keeps expanding and expanding. It you never get to a fixed ground where you simply say this is, I mean, there are certain facts you'll say, like documented facts or artifacts that are fixed things. Like I could
Yeah.
say about this, we find a scroll, I could tell you exactly the words it says, and I could tell you when it was found, and like you have all those facts. But so much of the history is this fluid thing to explore where you're never you're never just sitting on a solid, well, here's the answer, and a lot of people aren't comfortable with that we're not trained to just have an expanding floating curiosity to learn more questions and learn more questions. Like if I start
Exactly.
a lot of times, like my daughter comes home, like she wants to go through all her homework, and we're just talking about, well, what are all the answers? It's like, well, no, we should end this with more questions than we started with. It's like, oh no, and a lot of people feel like having more questions after you spend time on it feels like to them a setback because everything is about this narrowing, this narrowing convergence. Like learning is convergence
Yeah.
versus learning being divergence, learning being an opening of new things you didn't even know you had questions about. So I think it's good to go through these exercises, and it's very different than how most people are taught to learn,
Exactly. Yeah.
if that makes sense.
And also, like with the tools like Tana, it allows you to have this kind of constant system. Not just because I hate when I think we discussed last time. It's just like I hate the term note taking, right? Because what we did now,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't note taking, right? It was something different. We tried to create this model of the whole kind of historic process, and it was like way more than note taking. And this is something that's so beneficial for learning. And again, it just like if it would be like if more people and more organization institution could use this method of actually active learning, right? Give the student this tool that you're not just kind of writing notes. You try to make the model of this thing you are learning. You try to kind of build the this picture, the map in your head. That will be like so much beneficial for many different different subjects and different topics, for history for sure.